Hey guys, welcome back to another video. So this video I'll be talking about my AI workflows and how I actually use these LLMs that are very common now and how I use them in my workflows when it comes to programming and problem solving, all those type of things. So the first thing is, well, all these AI chatbots are all great. They have they're all very similar now, especially they're all kind of similar with what they can do. So I like to have like a different use case for each one of them, and I'll also try to explain. I'll also try to share some tips that I have while working with these. So the first thing is, you can improve your outputs with this LLMs using better prompting skills, right? So if you have a better prompting skills, then you can furthermore do more things with LLMs. But I just like to have a simple use case for each one of them, which all you can use just to save time. You don't have to be an expert in prompting. So for example, when it comes to ChatGPT, I use the Pro model, so the 5.2, which is the current time being. So I'm talking about the current time being, which is the end of 2025. Might not apply later on. So what I'm talking about for this video is for the current time being. So ChatGPT is quite good when it comes to most things. It's quite open. It's quite diverse, and it's quite general as well. So it can do a lot of things that other LLMs can't or are not that good at. But it has its own weaknesses as well. So I usually use ChatGPT for researching and for producing like ideas, right? But it's not good ideation, but it still helps to look at some key scenarios. So it's really good at researching because it also has an updated database. Information cutoff it's always really good. So it has those type of good things. It's also really good for learning new skills, and it's a good teacher as well. But the weakness of ChatGPT is writing. So it's not that good at writing. Its writing skill is very basic, and it doesn't use quite a wide variety of vocab. So it's kind of bland. It doesn't feel like it has any human touch, or just doesn't feel right. So I don't use ChatGPT for writing, but for anything other else, I use it. I also do use it for coding as well. It's not that good as coding as some other LLMs, because it just produces a lot of outdated technology usages, which I've already depreciated. So I tend not to use it to ChatGPT, and also it might cause some turnaround bugs. Which are quite hard to solve when it comes to vibe coding as well. So it's not good for that type of scenarios. So when it comes to the second LLM, which is Cloud Sonnet 4.5, which is really good when it comes to the areas that ChatGPT is weak at. So it's really good at writing. It can take on multiple scenes of writing, so you can give it like an example of how you want it to write, and it will have a proper way of writing, and it has really good vocab diversity, so it can say a lot of things in very simple ways, or in very complex ways, or in a very nuanced way. So it's just really good at that. And it's also really good at coding as well. It's very up to date when it comes to the latest technology trends, and also it doesn't contain that much of depreciated ways of coding when it comes to the programming that you're doing or the framework that you're working on. But what I would say with Cloud Sonnet is, even though it needs all these things, it's not that good at, I would say, at some of the things like image creation, or it's not that good at understanding images, or it's not good at research, because Cloud Sonnet has limits when it comes to its updated technology database. So it's kind of a little bit more outdated compared to ChatGPT, even though it's still good. It doesn't have the latest knowledge base. So that's my trade-off with Cloud. So in coming from Cloud, we have another one which I use is Gemini. I use Gemini 3. Gemini 3 is quite good at image processing and all those things. So I use Gemini 3 when it comes to analyzing images and creating analytical graphs, or basically analyzing numerical data. So Gemini is good at numerical data, and it's also much better at mathematical or numerical analysis when it comes to the other LLMs. It's just way better, and it has less hallucinations as well when it comes to those type of areas. And it's also really good at analyzing image or blurring image. You might have like a little bit of a blurry image from a photo or something, and it's really good at analyzing the text from those scenarios and actually gathering data. So it's really good at gathering data, all those type of things. Although it has its weakness, I don't use it for idea creation. It's not good at that. It's also doesn't have that much. It's not as good as ChatGPT when it comes to understanding things. So that means it's not really good at helping you go through some path, but it's more likely a good analysis tool. That's how I use it for. It's also not that good compared to Cloud when it comes to coding and writing. It's not that good. So it's just it has its own use case, I would say, but obviously this might change over the years for the current LLMs. As you would see, it's gonna have like different updates. It's gonna be much better as they're all becoming very similar with each other. It's just good to have like a differentiating use cases for each one of them, but that's how I tend to use things. So basically that's how I tend to use these LLMs at the current time. So they're all good, but they just have some different weaknesses. So I have some tips which I have for you. I have some tips which I prepared for each LLM, which I always use. So I'll just put them down in the comment section, or you can just you can look them down at the description below. So you can just look at those. Those are the ways I use them, and some of them are really life-changing when it comes to using these LLMs and prompting them. So those are the type of like prompt styles that I use. I'm not saying I'm a good prompter, but these are like really good, and it has helped me save a countless amount of time and effort, and also the results I want to get out of these. So be sure to look them down below. And that has been the video. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one.